Hey guys, welcome back. Isaac here. Let's see here. Isaac here with this is gonna be probably a very short live stream about the current severe weather ongoing in Colorado today. So let's take a look at that, guys. So we had a tornado earlier. I fortunately was not able to cover that at the time, but I am back on now for maybe another half hour, 40 minutes, hopefully. We'll see. All right, let's see here. Alright, let's head over to radar scope and see what we're dealing with. So there's two severe warnings right now. One is currently going through Pueblo, Colorado. That's a very interesting shape there on the storm. Looks to be some maybe broad rotation. As you saw the previous scan, it looks to have died down a little bit. This severe thunderstorm warning is in effect for only 2 more minutes. 17 minutes. I was getting the other warning, as well as one to the south in effect for the next 17 minutes as well. This is the storm that earlier produced the tornado, briefly. Does not look to be having much rotation now. This, I wish there was another radar that covered that. That's a very interesting signature there. It's pretty far from radar, but the green right next to red could signify some rotation there. Let me just tweet this out quick. Alright, guys. See here. Okay, this is, stream's looking good. Alright, so that's, something that we'll be watching shortly. There's also 3 severe thunderstorm warnings lined up here, in New Mexico. Is there a closer radar? Come on, there we go. I like that. That are all severe warned. Okay, good. Just making sure the stream is going okay. Alright, so as we look closer on these look to be some fairly intense storms. This northern one, just west of Roy, also, let me just look in velocities there, looks to have some rotation in it. As well as this storm, it's kind of, vague, though. It looks like there's some radar interference there. So yeah, those are also very to be watched. They're not moving incredibly fast. All storm motion today is really to the north-northeast. So we can check in, too, with our watches and warnings. Well, mainly watches. So we've got, I'll bring this up quick. We've got a pair of watches out today. As you can see, we've got this severe thunderstorm watch to the north and the tornado watch to the south. All are moderate, really, probability watches. So yeah, that's what it's looking like watch-wise. The tornado watch is in effect until 9 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. And the severe thunderstorm watch is in effect until 8 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. So those will be watched throughout the evening. Let's head back to the radar, guys. Okay, well, I'm probably going to stick with these storms as they look to be the most interesting rotation-wise. Both storms seems to have developed a little bit more rotation now in these last scans. The radar is just kind of interesting. Everything seems very slanted to me, but that could actually be how it is. The Roy storm looks to have died down a little bit core-wise in strength, but all 3 of those do have rotation, and so we can watch that for sure. Sorry, I'm just repositioning this. I'm just trying to give you a little bit more perspective. Okay, this is not... Goodness gracious, how did this happen? Sorry, guys. My thing is screwed up. Let's just do that. So those 2 storms, all these actually storms in the line here, should be watched rotation-wise. And as you can see, all these spotters are out today. It's a big event. A lot of people out chasing it today. So this is the main area of concern, this region here currently, as these storms move that way. And the watches are in effect, are really out for, so we've got our, oh, that's a new one. We've got our severe thunderstorm watch. No, tornado watch is the Oh, goodness gracious, I'm bad at drawing this. So the tornado watch is really is about there. I don't know why I'm approximating like that. I'll just stop that. So yeah, let's go back to these Colorado storms. Pueblo 1 remains to be severe warned. Yep, and then as well as the southern storm, which was again very strong previously. Doesn't look as strong now, but it could re-strengthen. It's looking like it's getting into more of a line format, which is not good. We'll also want to watch up north here. This storm, as well as this storm, we're going to be moving into a favorable environment, and that's really what we were watching today as well. I believe they dropped the enhanced risk up there. Not sure though, but there is a tornado watch in effect up there. Yeah. Sorry, guys. Yeah, so that's what we're looking at now. This one just popped up in the corner up here. Oh, wow, that looks really intense, actually. Interesting. That's crap. Can't really get a handle on where exactly that is. Sorry, guys, I'm bad with my states. Yeah, it's very far away from radar. Yeah, Wyoming. Northeast corner of Wyoming, that one's in. And also, there is, goodness gracious, all the spotters. Storm, I don't want tower radar. Wow, that's a pretty intense storm, actually, looking. Come on, come on. This storm, just southeast of Dallas, is also severe warned for about the next hour. Looks pretty vigorous. There is also a severe thunderstorm warning in the extreme southern. Sorry about that, guys. Extreme southern Alabama and northwestern panhandle of Florida, which is in effect for the next. I have to stop scanning. Is in effect for the next 10 more minutes, so that's warned for that. But again, our main area of concern is over here to the west in the Colorado and New Mexico area. Let's take another look at these storms in New Mexico. This one looks to have intensified on the way to scan. So, oh wow. So this looks like it could be some pretty significant rotation as well. But as well as this has a very strong winds there, but not as strong as the opposing winds. So we'll see. That could be interesting. I also like that one because sorry guys. I like that one because it's isolated, and as you can see, is this working? And as you can see, it's not like connected to anything else as the other ones are, because this is kind of, so that's a radar anomaly there. This thing is really growing in intensity core-wise. Surprisingly, not much lightning on it. That rotation looks to have died down a little bit. That's, again, something to be watched, as well as this and that area. All of those have possible areas of rotation we can watch there. So that's severe warned. I would, this cluster here could also go severe warned if it develops soon. Let's go check back in Colorado here. Pueblo storm there looks to be remaining rather strong, and it's really close to the radar. That's not all that close, but so we just take everything with a grain of salt there, as well as the southern storm, which remains severe warned. It is 3:51 p.m. currently. So yeah, that's mainly our severe weather area for today. Yeah, I'm gonna continue watching these storms down here. Because they look very vigorous. Especially, I mean, this I feel like is the one to watch, again, because of its isolation. And it's looking very strong currently. Why is this not working? Okay. How many frames have I dropped? Sorry guys, I'm just trying to fix my stream here. Good, no drop frames, good. Oops. Okay, yep, so that's what that one's looking like. So no real new developments on those. Let me just pull up the Severe Thunderstorm Twitter. Sorry. Yeah. Again, I would watch this cluster down. This is developing a really interesting shape as well. Let's check out the latest velocity scan. Looks to be developing a small area of rotation there as well. This is a pretty pronounced area of rotation in my opinion. It could be radar kind of fluff. I don't know how to say it. I don't know. It could be radar, product of the radar, but it looks to be rotating if we can trust that, as well as this area to the north for some possible rotation. Check back in with these Colorado storms. This southern one does not look incredibly vigorous to me. It looks very linear. But again, it is severe warned for the next 6 minutes. The Pueblo storm is also severe warned for the next 6 minutes. So we'll watch those as they elect whether or not to expire the warning or continue it. Why is okay? Having issues with my stream here. As that continues. As we look to the south again, a new scan. This is not. This is looking less and less tornadic. That rotation has died down. This is still something to be watched. So we'll see as those continue whether or not they continue rotating. So that's about it for warnings right now. Along with the Texas one, the Florida one, and the Northeast Wyoming one. Let's check back in on this one, see how that is looking. So there could be some small areas of rotation on that as well. It looks fairly vigorous on radar. It's got that nice purple core, pink purple core. Let's go check in. These ones are about to expire, so I'm probably going to leave those out for now. 4:45 p.m. CDT. Except for the Texas one, that is warned for the next hour. Not the next hour, but the next 45 minutes, rather. Let's see here. Looks like it's got some very intense winds, up to 60 miles an hour in it. So if you're in the path of that storm, Rice, Gun Barrel City, Mabank, Payne, I don't know why I said it, Mabank. I don't know. Is that how it's pronounced? Tool, Powell, and Payne Springs. Watch out. Let's see here. And again, guys, if you like what you see, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Thank you. There will be more coming then. Oh, wow. That's remained for a while. I would definitely say...
Why isn't the printer working?
I would definitely say that that is an area of rotation. But it does look very linear.
Hey. Grab all your stuff.
Santa Rosa, New Mexico. Hey. Sorry, guys, for the background noise there.
Hi, guys.
Let's see what else we got here. Check back in Colorado. These warnings are indeed about to expire. This thing looks like it could be watched too as it moves into this area. This is, again, Colorado storms seems to be fizzling a bit today. Not much really in the way of severe weather currently up there. So yeah, we'll just keep watching it for the next couple minutes, see what these do. Yeah, I'm gonna probably just stay on these now. These are the most interesting. They all have very intense cores. This rotation really needs to be watched. I would not be, I don't know, it doesn't look especially tornadic, but it's rotating. Let's just look at enhanced ecotop, see how high these storms are getting into the atmosphere. Wow, that's impressive. This one north of Roy seems to be topping out at around 51,000 feet, which is a pretty good for a storm. Let's see here. This southern part looks to be developing again as well. See, I don't know. That's very interesting to me right there. I would also watch this cluster here as it moves northeast. It's looking like it's been let's just do a loop quick here. The last couple scans. All right, last 20 scans, rather. Interesting. It looks to be splitting. Somewhat. This is all coming a line again, so storms are going very linear very quickly today, which I don't like. These Colorado warnings are about to expire, so at that time there will be no more warned storms in Colorado. Yeah, so there is a new severe thunderstorm warning until 4:30 p.m. for areas including New Home, Florida, Portland, Florida, and Freeport, Florida, just for 60-mile-an-hour winds and up to 1-inch hail. Let's take a look at that now. I believe, maybe I'm looking at the wrong storm. It is this storm, which looks alright. Lots of lightning on that. A lot of these don't look terribly impressive, but we'll see. It is indeed, it is again warned. I believe that's it. Is it it? Maybe that's not it. Goodness gracious. It's falling apart here. Don't think that's it. Maybe it's, goodness gracious. Okay, it is this one, I think. Okay, I'm going to stop trying to figure this out and just go to the other radars. Because, again, it's not. I think. Yes, it's definitely this one. That was hard. Let's go check back in over here in New Mexico. Looks like they're dying out a little bit. Let's just check in both velocities here. This seems to continue to have what looks to be rotation, but we'll see. Fort Sumter as well. Let's see here. As we go on in the day, I'm probably going to have to leave in about 20 minutes, but as we go on, we'll want to watch these Colorado storms as they move east, as there's a chance, like we saw just now, that they intensify with this. Pretty cool there. Let's just go back 2 scans, maybe. So this is maybe 10 minutes ago, and watch how much it grows in the 10 minutes. So that's a thing to watch there as we see. Yeah. So then, and again, there are no severe thunderstorm warnings in Colorado currently. So yep. Keep watching those, but I'm not terribly impressed by it right now. This is again becoming more linear, which we don't like in terms of tornadoes. Looks like the rotation's dying a bit, but we'll keep watching them as they continue on. Sorry, just checking out weather and Twitter. So yeah. This guy out near Adrian, he's really isolated. That's interesting. We could watch that too, see if that does anything. Look at all these spiders up here. I think everybody dove south towards that tornado warning, or just they were in Pueblo in the first place. Yeah. Just looking around, again, these aren't looking too terribly interesting as they remain linear. And it looks like it could have some embedded rotation possibly. That looks kind of interesting, but again, it's covered by radar. I gotta think of a term for that. I don't know. It's not correct. The radar's kind of not reading it there. There's a new severe thunderstorm warning. Goodness gracious. Western North Dakota, I believe. Is there anything... Is there no radar that can see it? How can you warn that if there's no radar? So that's the mystery storm of the day. I don't really know what's going on there. Check. Let's see here. Just want to see what the warning's for. Yeah, it's just mainly winds on that storm. Yeah, I don't know. Thank you all for watching. Remember to say hi in the comments. Leave a like and subscribe if you guys like what you're seeing. Let's see here. So again, that's kind of covered up by radar. That's having radar issues there. So it had a nice core there on that last scan, but it kind of died down a little bit. Everything again is conglomerating a little bit and becoming where's my mouse? There it is. Got lost a little bit. So yeah, this is not looking incredibly active as we currently sit. But as we go on, there's a chance that things will start to kick up a little bit more. I'll keep watching it for the next maybe 16, 15, 20 minutes. Yeah. I wish this would disappear. Actually, it's looking really interesting, but is there another radar that will cover it? Nah. There's like very little radar coverage out here. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I do have those enabled. I think, don't I? Oh, I'm not in expert mode. What else? So this is still not appearing very nicely. Sorry guys, I'm just checking something out quick. Hopefully we can get rid of that, that looks just strengthened as well. The storm just west of Roy. So yeah, that's something to be watched. There may be some embedded rotation there. I'm not 100% sure. So we'll have to watch that and see what happens there. Again, so the severe thunderstorm warning on the southern one has expired. The severe thunderstorm warning, this one remains in effect for 22 more minutes, and this one remains in effect for 7 more. So those will be expiring fairly soon as well. We'll see if they elect to continue them or not. So that's really all that's going on right now, except for the ones in Florida, Texas, and North Dakota, which don't look incredibly interesting. And the North Dakota one is not in a radar. New severe thunderstorm warning, including Chicosa Lake State, New Mexico, until 3:30 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. I doubt there's going to be... Okay, there. This will cover it, hopefully. Okay. Just trying to see where it is. Maybe, yeah, it's this one. Sorry. So they just, I think, updated the warning there. Nothing new. Yeah, that may contain some better rotation. We'll see. This one does not look to be as interesting rotation-wise as the radar clears a little bit. So, yeah. We'll keep watching that. Severe thunderstorm warning is issued including Colorado Springs, Colorado. So that's going to be up here until 4:15 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. So, whoa, that's over an hour-long warning. That's interesting. It's this one. That's a really interesting signature on it. Let's see. So that is warned for a while now. Yeah, and so I'm really, we'll see as the day goes on, but now it's looking like these Colorado storms really could do something. That's just an interesting area there, stronger winds. Again, these storms are warned as well. There's an interesting kind of notch off the main body of the storm there as well. This Adrian storm also looks to be intensifying, so we'll see if that does anything. I don't know, it's really isolated, so that, I mean, that could happen if there's the right conditions for it to develop and survive. New severe thunderstorm warning for Montana. Just east, a bit east of Billings. Oh, wow. That does look impressive. Hail up to 1.25 inches in diameter. Wind gusts up to 60 miles an hour. That one looks very robust. This radar looks to be kind of screwy, but I mean, there could be some rotation in there as well. So that's something to be watched. So it looks like there's a wide range of storms here along this area. Yeah, like Alert I was saying, this is a very impressive signature on radar. With 72 dBz is the maximum in it at its core, which is very strong. Yeah. So it looks like that one's got an interesting shape to it as well. It's got kind of a, I don't know, well that could be interesting. It could be rotating. We'll see. Watch that as we continue. I'm going to probably have to go in a few minutes here, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to leave a like and subscribe. As the day goes on, always make sure to have a way to get warnings and stuff. Yeah. Just keep taking a look at all this. This Roy, north of Roy storm looks to be kind of a little bit breaking off with the rest of the line there. Somewhat, not entirely, but it's kind of doing its own thing. A lot of lightning on that thing. We'll see how that plays out. This southern part looks very strong as well. Could be some broad rotation in there as well. Let's just go check in with this storm here near the town of Colstrip, Montana. Looks really intense. So that's one you gotta watch out for. That's got a lot of hail on it, I bet. This storm as well looks rather intense. Yeah, that's a pretty impressive storm. Let's go check in Colorado again, see what's going on there. Again, a very intense storm there as well. That pair is severe warned. Yep. Alright, guys, I think I'll probably have to leave it there for today. Thank you all very much for watching. Hopefully I'll be able to cover tomorrow's severe weather event as well. So yeah, I appreciate you guys watching. Remember, if you liked what you saw, leave a like and subscribe. Really appreciate that. Helps me out a ton. And I will talk to you guys later. Stay safe out there for sure. See you guys.